afternoon, YouTube. Back out again today. Now, it's been the first film that I've made since the Coast to Coast series. So I've been on a couple of camps. One with my mate Tim. He met me after the Coast to Coast, and we did a wicked little coastal camp. So I've done 2 camps that have been awesome, and I haven't filmed them. So put a few pictures up. So we camped at Whitby Bay, just down the road from Robin Hood's Bay after I finished the walk. Lovely coastal view, nice sunrise, a few too many to drink to celebrate, but it was all good. And then a couple of weeks ago I was went for a camp with Wild Bear. Check out Claire's channel if you haven't already. You don't know what you're missing. So yeah, that was a wicked one. Had first time out in the hammock actually for ages, and it was such a hot day. Went tarpless, which is actually the first time I've done that without it raining on me. So that was a wicked camp as well, and didn't record. So tonight I'm back over Thetford way, and I'm doing another hammock camp. So I've only been hammock camping twice in the last year, and I've only filmed one of those. So I'm quite keen to get back out in the hammock a bit more since doing the last one. I just realised how much I've missed it. So I'm just having a walk around. I'm here in plenty of time. It's a bit cloudy today. It's nice and warm still, but it may well rain a bit later on. So I need to find somewhere to pitch up, and I've got a nice steak to cook. So I'm hoping I can get a fire going and it doesn't get too wet. No beer. I've got hot chocolate. I haven't had a drink since the finish of the Coast to Coast actually. So I'm having a little dry spell, just to rejuvenate the old body, let the liver cells replace themselves, and try and be a bit more healthy. I've got another camp tomorrow night as well. No, Sunday night. I won't be filming that one either. So I'm getting some hiking and camping in while the weather's still good. Anyway, stop waffling. Let's get a spot. I think I'm in a quite nice little area here. Most of Thetford Forest is all pine trees and all very regimented, where it's been planted for wood resources after the war. But this little section here seems to be a little bit more variety. There's quite a lot of beech, a few hornbeam and cedar, I think. I'm not the best at trees, but I can identify a few. So there's a lot of deadfall here as well, which would be good to get a fire going. So I'm kind of in the middle. I've said before, Thetford is sort of kind of divided off in between grids of paths and roadways because it's forestry commission run. So I'm kind of in the middle of 2 again. Ooh, not in the camera view, that's for sure. So I'm going to try and find somewhere here. I want to get somewhere where there's like the ferns have grown up either side, so I've got a bit more cover. But because this is quite exposed, I think the road is literally just behind me. And there's one there, look, there's a car just coming down it. Where is it? There. So yeah, I might need to go a little bit deeper in. And that's a forestry commission van as well, so I don't want him seeing me. Keep walking. Oh, sweating like a gun. Just had to put a jumper on. There's bloody mozzies that are eating me alive today. Anywho, I think I found a nice little spot here. So this tree behind me, to that tree there, and it's quite dense all around. It's got good coverage from all the paths. I'd say it's about 600-700 metres that way, 500-600 metres in the other direction where the car just was a little while ago. So I think I've got everything I need here. Got nice clear space, so I haven't really got to cut anything back. And I've got some birch there. Got a dead birch tree there. So I've got wood for fire. The ground is wet, and it's not pine forest this bit, so I'm good to dig down and have a little fire here tonight, which is good because I need to cook my steak. I've got my Trangia just in case can't get a fire for some reason. But yeah, I think this is the spot. What I'm going to do is just set up my hammock and lay out of the bugs for a little while. Just make sure nobody pops their head around the corner, and just make sure nobody's about. Might even have a snooze, and bring you back when we're all set up. There it is lit. Nice little hammock setup. Love the DD. DD stuff's brilliant. Go through the setup. So I'm no expert, but this is what works for me. So I've got the DD Superlight Frontline hammock, which comes already with the Whoopie Sling suspension system. Going up to the Superlight carabiners, just wrap runts around the tree with the tree huggers. So up here I've just got a loop at the end of the ridgeline with a stick going through it, so paracord running through. Prossic knots hang the elastic up to support the spreader bars, and the same here. So when I put the tarp up later, I'll attach the edge of the tarp to those Prossics as well, just so I can get a good taut pitch. And same again this end, tree hugger, Superlight suspension kit with the carabiner. And I use a trucker's hitch and just use the toggle there as a quick release. Ooh, and that usually stays up there nice and tidy, but it's fallen down. Anyway, enough waffling. I'm going to lay down in the hammock for a bit and enjoy being in the woods with hopefully no one else around. And I'll get set up as the sun starts to go down in a bit, I think. So I'll leave it a couple of hours yet. I'm just going to relax for a bit. It's nice, isn't it? Makes a change from hills and swollen feet. Okay, so what I've done is just dug down. You can see here that this earth around Thetford is really, oh, get battered by these mozzies. It's really sandy. Oh, actually getting eaten alive today. It's pretty nasty. There was a lot of flint mining in these areas, so all the flint's been taken out. It leaves a very sandy, sort of earthy soil, which is good for having fires. In the pine forests, obviously setting fires off isn't so good. But this I know it's not going to spread underground, and everything's wet anyway. We've had quite a bit of rain the last few days, so I have cleared an area of the leaves around it, but you can see how wet everything is anyway. So literally just having a small fire, maybe get a bit of smoke to keep away the mozzies. I just want to caveman my steak, so that's all I want. And got all that birch to use up. The ivy that was wrapped around it has died as well, so that makes a nice little bit of kindling. I'll get a bit more wood sorted, probably leave it another couple of hours, and then get my fire going. I'm excited for my steak. It's a nice bit of rump I've got with some barbecue seasoning on, so I'm just going to chuck it on the coals. Bloody mozzies. I love the sun coming through the trees in the woods. Okay, so little update. I probably spent about 2 hours just hiding from the mozzies in the hammock. as you can see, I've put the tarp up. I've just flipped the top over, and then when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to flip it into an A-frame because it gives rain at about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I would like to do another tarpless camp, but I ain't risking it. So not when the weather's been like it has been for the last few days. So yeah, I've got the tarp up, got the under blanket on, my quilt is in there. I've just got to get that out of the bag and let that loft up a bit. If you come into the woods and you're camping and you see someone else's shit, take it home with you or put it in the bin on your way out, because I've seen quite a few beer bottles and cans and stuff here, so I might do a little bit of pick on the way out if I see some more bits. But what's the time? It's only 7:30. I'm probably going to leave it till just gone 9 before I start the fire, just to make sure there's no one around, and it'll be a little bit darker by then, I'm thinking, so I don't want people seeing the smoke. I'm right in the middle of a section of the grids, so hopefully nobody will be around sort of 9 o'clock. It is a Friday night, so there's a chance that kids could be about, I suppose, but I'm just a big kid anyway, so I'll probably join them for a party. Let's get the fire going, get a steak on, go to bed. Bloody mozzies everywhere. Ah, what's going on tonight? Mozzies, that's what's going on. Blame them. Was a delicate one, isn't it? So for dinner tonight, this was the steak I was talking about. So yeah, nice rump. It's from my butchers, my local butchers in Cambridge, Mill Road. It's a rump steak, and these are really fatty, these ones. Look at the fat on that, and I love it. That's so tasty as well. I don't know if you can see the seasoning on there as well. I've got a bit of barbecue, dry barbecue mix. So that's going on there on the coals, and I've got some micrograin, like some Asda, just sort of like some beans and stuff, barbecue, Mexican, tear and heat with Mexican style tacos. Oh, so they're meant to be for tacos. I'm going to have them with steak. That's how I roll. Just making some little chopsticks, look, to flip my steak once it's on the coals. Because my hands ain't going on there, that's for sure. Fire's got rid of, oh shit, smoke. At least it's got rid of the mozzies though. They seem to have disappeared now. The smoke is out in full force, which I'd take the smoke in my eyes any day over bloody mosquitoes. I'm just let that die down now. It's coming along. I just literally used the wood that I cut up earlier. I haven't cut anything else, and I'm not going to cut anything else, because once that is coals and embers, steak's going on, and then it's being cooked, and that can go out for the night. That'll be completely out by the morning then, and just chuck a bit of water on it. I've got my trangia and I've got some gas as well, so bacon in the morning, I'll just do it on the bush box with the trangia. Oh, trying a new light out, my little lantern light, so I'm going to see what that's like for night filming. So it's pretty dark, but it doesn't look on the screen, so that's a good sign. It's going to work. Let's get this steak on, shall we? Okay, so what I'm doing, just clearing some coals down here. I've got the beans and that. I'm going to just chuck on the pan over on the flames there. Just cook that steak on those bits. So I'm going to probably do it 2 or 3 minutes each side, and then see where we're at with that. There we go. Look at that, that's a beast, isn't it? Right, so while that steak's cooking, I actually want to do a quick shout out. Get smoked out here, hold on. That's a bit better, isn't it? Right, yeah, I'd like to do a little shout out. New channel I've been watching, still coming around here now. Craig, East Anglian Bushcrafter. I want to give him a shout out. He's got a wicked little channel. He's gained loads of subs really quickly, and well deserved as well. Nice guy. And he tagged me in a show us your steak video, and sorry, it's my phone. I turned it down. Like, I don't want to keep doing tag videos, and I feel really bad about turning it down, to be honest. So I just want to apologise, because I know it's for a good cause, like men's mental health. So I just thought I'd mention it in this video, but without doing the tag. So I appreciate you asking me, mate, and so I'm sort of dedicating this steak to you. It's only the 3rd time I've cooked steaks on the coals like this before, and it's bloody lovely. So yeah, I'm giving it a go for you, mate, and appreciate you asking. And your video on it was cracking, so shout out to Craig. I'll leave a link in the description for his channel, so go and give him a sub if you haven't already. Anyway, before my eyes fall out my head, I'm gonna move. There we go. Let's cut into that bad boy. See how well that's cooked. Now for me, that's perfect. Bloody in the middle, all nice and seared around the edge. If I let that sit for another 5 or 10 minutes, that will be absolutely amazing. Well, what can I say? That is delightful. It's so easy, just chucking it on the coals as well. Best way to cook it, in my opinion. I'd like to thank Kev for that, Kev Horn.
I've seen people do it before, but he was the first one who showed me how to do it. Look at that. Like all the charredness on the outside, making the fat all crispy as well. Absolutely amazing. As for the veggie stuff, I'd rather just have the meat. So tender. Ah, don't know why I'm bothering. Meat in this, I'll have a hot chocolate.
Okay, so that's it. 11 o'clock and I'm in my hammock, and it's so much easier sorting yourself out into a hammock when you've got a quilt rather than a sleeping bag. It takes all the nonsense out of trying to wriggle around in your hammock or out of your hammock and then jump in the hammock when you have a sleeping bag. So another win for the quilt. Didn't do much. Ate my food, made a hot chocolate, had that, sat and watched the fire go out. That's it. It's been a chilled one, man. Proper chilled one. It's nice not to be getting drunk and stumbling into bed. So I'm enjoying this one. Just hope I sleep alright. It's pretty mild still. Probably just sleep in my clothes like this, and then that'd be it till the morning. So like I say, I've got some bacon and I've got a coffee. I don't tend to have breakfast that much, but I'm thinking I've got the whole day tomorrow, so I might as well make the most of the morning, have something nice to eat. Anyway, see you in the morning. Bye. Morning's it's about 5 now, so it took me ages to get off to sleep last night. Last time I looked at the time, it was about 1 o'clock, and I woke up at 4 to the deer barking and some owls hooting. I haven't got back to sleep, so I'm just going to get up and have some beer can roll and a coffee. I didn't think I was going to be hungry. That steak, I had that steak late on last night. It was pretty filling, but I'm pretty hungry, so I can get that and then pack down. I haven't got plans till like later on today, so I might even go back to bed for a bit, see how I feel when I get home, but we'll see. Let's get cooking. It's a nice breakfast, isn't it? Look at that. Mozzies, man. I've bitten through my clothes.
So my tight trousers have got through. I've got bites on my legs. They're relentless. Beer can sandwich. Fuck off.
Just put the fire out. I poured some more water on it. It was completely out anyway. But just to make sure, dug it into the ground, covered it back over with the mud, which is all damp anyway. So it's looking a bit darker than it was when I got up. So I think it might rain. So I'm going to quickly chuck my stuff away. I'm going to get out of here. Have my breakfast, have my coffee. Just need a shower now. So let's get this locked down. Okay, that is it. Another camp done. It's been a nice one, real chilled actually. Nice little spot, everything I needed. Could have done with a beer, but I'm not an alcoholic, so I won't be having a beer. Anyway, all packed up, so my bag is there, ready to go with the rubbish. Hammock was here. Made sure I've taken all my rubbish away with me. There's a train. And the fire is just down there. So you would not know I've been here. Also, the channels I mentioned yesterday, I'll leave links in the description. So Wild Bear, Claire, check her channel out, wicked channel, quality girl, loads of subs now, her subs gone through the roof, so check her channel out if you haven't already. And also Craig's channel, East Anglian Bushcraft, links in description, top guy he is, so look forward to catching up on the videos, Craig, mate. And that's it. Can't think of anything else exciting or interesting that I need to say. 2 Wales trips coming up actually. So I'm off to Snowdonia National Park. I've got 2 weekends exploring some mountains, some new places I've never been. And I'm actually going to Snowdon as well. So keep your eyes peeled for them. Right guys, thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.